What if I told you that most of what you've learned about women is basically a lie? Our society, the media, even our schools have been pushing a story that's meant to confuse and disempower. But today, we are hitting the delete button on all that nonsense. We're peeling back the layers on 5 psychological truths the world really does not want you to know, truths that will make you rethink everything you thought you knew about women in today's world. First up, a tough one to swallow. Our systems are literally designed to ignore women's pain. This isn't just an opinion. It's a very real crisis called the gender pain gap. Studies consistently show that when men and women show up with the exact same symptoms, women are far less likely to be taken seriously. Their pain is often dismissed as just being emotional. A 2022 study revealed something shocking. Women under 55 with chest pain waited almost 30% longer than men to even be tested for a heart attack. Why does this happen? The roots go deep. Modern medicine was built by men for men. For decades, women were completely left out of clinical trials. The excuse? Their hormones made the results too complicated. Think about that. This means many of our common drugs and treatments were designed solely for male biology. Women often experience more side effects or totally different symptoms as a result. The FDA didn't even require women in clinical trials until 1993. That's generations of medicine created without ever truly understanding half of the population. Now let's step out of the hospital and into the boardroom, where we find another hidden truth. Ambition in women is often punished. Society celebrates confident, assertive men, but when a woman shows those same qualities, she's called bossy or aggressive. This double standard is known as the ambition penalty, and it's a major reason why women are held back from leadership roles, even though they make up half the workforce. The world tells women to lean in, but the moment they do, it pushes right back. Next is a manipulation tactic as old as time, the emotional woman stereotype. Calling a woman emotional or hysterical is a classic move to dismiss her valid opinions and feelings. It happens in hospitals, at work, and even in our closest relationships. Research confirms that when a man and a woman make the exact same point, the woman is seen as less credible if she's labeled as emotional. It's a strategy to silence women and sidestep the actual issue. And finally, the most deeply ingrained truth of all. Women are taught from a young age that their value is conditional. Girls learn early on that their worth is tied to how they look, how likable they are, or how well they can please others. Unlike men who are often valued for their achievements, women are told they have to constantly prove their worth. In fact, over half of women admit they frequently pretend to be fine when they're not, just to keep the peace. This conditioning creates an invisible, crushing pressure to be agreeable. And it's the foundation for all the other truths we've talked about. So there you have it, 5 uncomfortable facts the world would rather keep hidden. From ignored pain to penalized ambition, the story we're sold about women is a far cry from reality. But knowing this is your power. Once you understand the game, you can finally stop playing by its rules. Which of these truths have you seen in your own life? Share your experience in the comments below, because your story deserves to be heard. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more content that matters.